Welcome back to a brand new video of PTCG Live. Today I'll be showcasing a brand new Miraidon deck that took first place at a tournament in Japan. So without further ado, let's get into the deck profile and see what exactly will be in this deck. So we'll be running 2-2 line for the Flaffy and Mareep. This card is mostly just to get energies out of the discard and onto your benched Pokemon. We also do have Miraidon. This is to get Pokemon out of your deck onto the bench. Very useful card. It's basically like a battle VIP pass, but just only for lightning Pokemon and with this ability. We also do have Raichu V. We only have one copy of that, so keep that in mind. I would honestly mostly bench this Pokemon when you're ready to use it, because you just don't want to lose it to a boss KO or something like that. We also do have two copies of Raikou V. This is going to be one of your primary attackers for this deck. It can do up to 220 damage with Lightning Rondo, and it has a very good ability to draw extra card when in the active spot. We also are running the new Zapdos EX from 151. This is mostly for its multi-shot lightning, allowing you to get multiple KOs with Hawlucha. So you'll have Hawlucha come in with its flying entry, put 2 damage counters, and this is the perfect attack to knock out low HP Pokemon that are under 90 HP. So that's like Charmanders, Pidgeys, Ralts. Very useful. Comfeys as well. So this is a very useful card for getting multiple knockouts. We also do have the Mew EX from the new 151. A super useful card that has a free retreat cost. So this is a perfect pivot Pokemon. So instead of using something like Regieleki VMAX or Zeraora, you have Mew EX with its 0 retreat, as well as it has a very good attack and ability as well, and 180 HP. There really isn't much more you can ask for in a card like this. We also do have, of course, the Hawlucha, which I mentioned earlier, of Zapdos. It will help you get those multiple knockouts. And we do have the Squawkabilly for the last ditch resort effort here, for when you get a really bad hand in the beginning of the game and you want to just get rid of that hand and get a new hand of 6 cards. Keep in mind, you can only use this on your first turn. On to the trainer cards, we do have 4 generators. Now keep in mind, these can easily fail and you could easily just lose a game just because all your generators failed, and it is a very like all over the map kind of card. Like it can either get 2 energies or 1 energy or none at all. We also do have Escape Rope. We have 2 copies of Escape Rope. This is super useful for getting out of like bad situations where your opponent tries to wall you out with something like Mimikyu or Klefki or something like that. We also do have 2 copies of Nest Ball, 1 copy of Super Rod. This is mostly just to retrieve that Raichu or something else that's very important. We also have 1 copy of Switch, 3 copies of Ultra Ball just to find those Flaaffys, 1 Collapse Stadium. This card is probably mostly used to get rid of something like Squawkabilly once you're done using it, or some other Pokemon that has like a lot of damage counters on it. You can just use this and then just get rid of that Pokemon from the bench. We also do have 3 copies of Path to Peak. This is a very important card in the deck. It does shut down abilities. It is very strategic to play this card after towards the end of your turn, after you use up all of your abilities, and then play this towards the end of your turn. We also do have 2 copies of Arven. This card helps you find the generators, obviously, and 4 Seal Stone. 3 copies of Boss's Orders. Now this is 1 more copy more than the standard, I guess. I feel like most people like to run 2 copies, but this deck won using 3 copies, so. Okay, moving on, we got 3 copies of Iono, very popular card. We got 1 copy of Judge, 3 Professor's Research, 1 copy of Raihan. This is a super useful card as well. You do need to kind of time it because you do need a Pokemon to be knocked out to use this card. We have 2 Bravery Charms. These are perfect cards for putting onto the EXs. I probably wouldn't put them on the Vs, but they are good for Zapdos or Miraidon. We also do have the 4 Seal Stone. This is a super useful card also, as we don't have a Vstar power Pokemon, so we'll just settle for a Seal Stone. It allows you to search for any card in the deck, so it's like half a Arceus Vstar power. And finally, 13 Lightning Energies. So that is the deck, and let's see how it does in the matches. Let's see if we can get a knockout here. Guess I'll start out with Squawkabilly here. Hopefully they don't lay down Path to Peak right under first turn, because then kind of screwed here. The Nest Ball, let's see what kind of deck this is. Of course, another Charizard deck. They got the Entei. And yep, they're gonna retreat. I'm going to Entei. Level Ball for Charmander. And they pass. Okay. Let's put down Miraidon, and let's use Tatum unit. Get a Mareep. Zapdos is prized, so that's not ideal. But they do have Manaphy on the bench, so it's not like we can really use it all that much. Let's get Nest Ball for... Let's get another Raikou. And... Let's Professor's Research that away. Let's Super Rod back to energies. It's not ideal, but I don't want to lose so many energies here. I'm going to use Squawk and Seize. No switching item, which is unfortunate. Just gonna end turn here. At least we got a Flaffy in the hand ready to get back some of those energies. Hopefully they don't have Charizard already. Okay, they attach energy. Okay, and they just passed. At least no Charizard just yet. Okay, let's get Flaffy here. Get some of those energies back. I think actually maybe roping out here. And just to get a knockout here. Maybe they'll give the Manaphy up or the Charmander. Yeah, they give up the Manaphy here. Let's see. Okay, we got a generator. Should we put down Raichu? I'm always afraid of it being boss KO'd here. Let's just use generator. Can we just get one? That's fine. Kind of non-ideal, we don't have Zapdos just yet because it is prized. Let's see what we get. No Zapdos. Get Mareep. Okay, do they have the rare candy and Charizard now? They Iono us, which is just fine. Yep, 5 cards here. We get a generator. Okay, and a Nest Ball for another Charmander. Okay, draw another card with Entei. I'm surprised I don't see the Forest Seal Stone yet. Because Forest Seal Stone and Entei V work very good. Like, okay, they did 140. Do I want to put Hawlucha down? We don't have the don't have the Zapdos, sadly. Okay, let's draw the card here. Okay, we'll just put down Hawlucha anyway. Yeah, the Entei is pretty annoying. Let's switch out. Let's use Generator. We only get one energy here. Let's put it on Miraidon. Draw another card. Ooh, we do get the Collapse Stadium here. I'm gonna use the Forest Seal Stone before it gets knocked out. I'm gonna get a path to Peak here. And let's put another energy on Miraidon. Yeah, let's just attack. Hopefully that path to Peak buys us some time for the Charizards, obviously. And then they won't be able to use the ability on Entei to draw those cards. Okay, they get another Entei. Okay, put an energy on it and yeah, it kind of sucks we didn't have Zapdos for this matchup here. Would have done very well against getting these two Charmanders off the bench. Okay, they're gonna Ultra Ball, I'm assuming, for Charizard here. No, they Ultra Ball for Pidgey, which they should have had that way earlier in the game. Ooh, they do knock out the Raikou V. So it's a good thing I used the Forest Seal Stone on it before it got knocked out. Let's go into this Raikou here. Let's attach energy. And let's Iono them. Give them only 4 cards. Let's put the Bravery Charm on Miraidon. Let's just put an energy onto Flaffy here. I feel like we should get that Raichu actually. Because Zapdos, we still didn't find Zapdos in the prize stack. Okay, we get an energy onto Raichu. Okay, what do we get? Okay, now we get the Zapdos and the Mew when we don't need them. Okay, they bench Bidoof. Hopefully they don't have a fire energy here to knock out Raikou. They easily can. Nope, they use Iono. Okay, 2 bosses and the Arven. So we could use Arven and rope out for Raichu, obviously. They bench another Bidoof. So it looks like they're gonna attack, I'm assuming, because... No, wow, they did pass. Okay, we get Judge. So let's get the other energy of Flaffy, put it on Raichu. And let us retreat into Raichu here. Let's use Arven. Let's see what else is there left. We got a rope. I mean, a generator we can use. Yeah, let's just use it now. Oh, nothing. Okay, and let's just use the dynamic spark. We need 4 energies here. Yeah. Okay, we get to knock out Entei. Okay, we get energy and Iono. Okay, they get Bibarel up. And... okay, they go for Raihan. I'm assuming they'll get the Charizard now. Because then they can get either Rare Candy or Charizard. Get another Bibarel. Yeah, they don't have any Charizards in their discard. It'd be a shame actually if they were prized. The last 4 prize cards are 2 Charizards in there or something, or 3 Charizards. The Ultra Ball for... okay, wow, they give up Boss and Iono. Okay, so there are Charizards in the deck. Okay, they use the other Bibarel. Wow, and they just pass. Well, it's basically a game here. And we'll just use the 2 energies off of Raichu. It's 120. So this wasn't really the best of game 2. Yeah. They didn't even get Charizard up once. Or Pidgeot, or anything. That was a stage 2. I'm gonna open up with Raikou V, just to use that ability. And this is like, it's gonna be a Gardevoir deck of some kind. Or it could be the Ralts draw engine to, you know. I don't know, this is gonna be pretty much pure Gardevoir. Let's use Raikou's ability here. Use Arven for... we'll actually get a Nest Ball here, just to get the Miraidon. get Mareep and Raikou. Let's use Generator. Only one. And let's rope out here. Okay, they just give us the other rolls. Let's just draw a card here. Ultra Ball. I'm not sure if I want to squawk this hand away here. We do have an Arven. Yeah, let's actually just squawk this away. We could still Ultra Ball for the Hawlucha still, actually. And just get those damage counters on their bench Pokemon. Put on the Ralts and the Zacian. And let's squawk this hand away. Okay, we got the Flaffy. And another Generator. Wow, cool. 2 cards. It's so rare to hit two energies off of Generator. And let's just go for the attack here. Hopefully we do get space on the bench for Zapdos. I feel like that's the only reason why this deck is carrying Collapse Stadium. Just to get the either the Squawkabilly or the Hawlucha off the bench. Okay, they get Arceus Vstar now. Okay, they get a Curlia. Put down Mew. And they bossed me. Wow, their last card, they bossed me. Wow, and they're gonna knock out my Raikou. So we don't even get to use the Vstar power here, sadly. Go for the Star Birth. I don't really expect Boss's Orders to be played so early on in the match, though. I put down another Ralts, Old Cemetery. Yeah, they knock out Raikou. Okay, let's go into the other Raikou here. Let's draw an extra card. Get Flaffy evolved up here. Is Zapdos still in the deck? Or yeah, we could get Zapdos out now. The energy on it. The Bravery Charm. How many generators did I have? I already used up 2. Yeah, I'm gonna just research this away. Okay, we get another generator. Only 1 energy, that's not ideal. Let's put down Path. Go for 200 damage here. Yeah, I'm surprised. No boss's orders yet. And there's 3 copies of that card in this deck. Okay, it looks like they got the Gardevoir up now, so... At least we have Path to Peak, but they could easily get rid of that with Worker or something similar to that nature. It's not like it's that hard of a card to remove off the board. They did already play their old Cemetery card, so... I feel like Gardevoir decks don't carry that many stadiums. Like they have Temple of Sinnoh. You could have that, but they judge us, which is fine. We only have 5 cards. Well, at least we got the Super Rod. We can retrieve Raichu back as well as Raikou. Okay, let's get an energy onto Zapdos. Let's actually boss them for... do we want Zacian? Let's get Gardevoir here, actually. And we're gonna retreat into Zapdos. I'm gonna use the Super Rod while I can, actually. And get Raikou, Raichu, and 1 energy. Back into the deck. And... we don't get the double knockout, but at least we got the Arceus off the bench. Okay, so it all really just depends if they can just get that Path to Peak out of play. If they do, we're probably gonna lose, actually. Because keeping their Gardevoir shut down here is pretty key. And they just concede. Okay, yep, they're going first. I feel like most people do want to go first, but I feel like Raikou decks, Miraidon and Raikou decks want, or generally do very well going second, because you can attack for 2 energies. That's really damn good. The only thing that can go wrong with going second with Miraidon, they put down Path to Peak on their first turn, and you're gonna have a lot of problems. Okay, so this does look like it is a it is Chien-Pao deck. We didn't really get the greatest hand here. We did get Arven, which will be very important on salvaging this hand here. But we already did get the Flaffy, so... okay, we get Zapdos, which... honestly... can't do as much with Manaphy in play. Let's Arven first. And let's get... Honestly, I feel like we're gonna need the Squawkabilly if anything here. Can't even really do Forest Seal Stone. Okay, let's get the Squawkabilly. Should I bench Zapdos? Like that. I'll put the Bravery Charm on Squawkabilly. Put the energy on Mareep. Okay, that's a little better. Can actually get Miraidon now. And we're gonna get Raikou with Tatum Unit. And we will, I guess we'll take Raichu as well. Let's put that on the other Mareep. Let's hopefully Generator for 2. No, of course we only get the 1. And let's retreat. I don't want Mareep just being knocked out like that. Oh wow, that was pretty good for the path to Peak. And let's end turn. That was a very good top deck draw to get right before I'm ending my turn. Get path to Peak. Okay, they research. Wow, they got rid of 2 bosses. Hopefully they have a PAL pad or something. Okay. They didn't rare candy the Baxcalibur in this turn. I feel like I probably did slow them down significantly of Path to Peak. Not everyone is expecting Peak so early. Yeah, they just pass. Okay. Let's try for Generator here. Wow, we get 2 energies. Put him on Raichu. And we knock out Suicune, however it's pronounced. Okay. I wonder what they're going to be doing here. They are kind of in a jam here. Like, even though they can use... They're super cold now with Baxcalibur. You're going to need 5 energies for Raikou. And I don't know. That's not good. And they got the Palkia Vstar. Well, they don't have any energies in their discard, so can't do nothing with the Vstar power, but I got 4 energies. The Ultra Ball. And they got rid of Superior Energy Retrieval. Sanity. They get Greninja. Oh, these are some crazy plays that they're doing. We just barely made it with 10 HP. Absolutely crazy. Put energy on Miraidon. Let's Generator. Nothing for the Generator. We do have enough to knock out Chien-Pao just like that. Yeah, I guess we'll just knock out Chien-Pao. What do we get? Hawlucha and Research. Not super useful. Let's see. Okay, they do Iono us, that's pretty bad. Okay, we got Rope and Energy. Yeah, looks like they're gonna go for the double knockout here for both of the Mareeps. Yeah, they're gonna get both Mareeps here. Oh, well, they actually got Raikou instead. Okay, let's put Miraidon out there. Another Miraidon. Okay, let's rope out. Hopefully they give me Palkia. I can knock it out, but I doubt it. Yeah. Yeah, not much we can do. Getting Iono so early. I mean, so late into the game and just going down to 2 cards. A generator. Get the feeling I'm probably gonna knock out Raichu here. All they need is 1 energy. Yeah, they get the energy. And they get rid of Path. The concealed cards. And the Ultra Ball. For Chien-Pao. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I really need like a research or a switch here. Generator fails when you need it, of course. What do we get? Not the greatest hand again. Wow. Not the greatest hand. They get a mulligan, so at least we'll get... Looks like they got a Chien-Pao deck here. At least we'll just get, yeah, 1 card extra. We do get Mareep. Which honestly, I feel like we're going to be using Iono anyway. Because this is just not the greatest hand. They get Vulpix, okay, so this looks like it's gonna be Chien-Pao and Vulpix and Palkia probably. That's what it looks like. Another Miraidon, don't need that. Let's Tatum unit. Let's get Zapdos and Raikou here. Yeah, let's Iono here. Okay, at least we get a generator here. That fails. Draw another card of Raikou. We get Arven. Let's play Nest Ball. Do we want to use Squawkabilly? I feel like we already milled through quite a lot. Let's just get another Mareep here. Let's pass. Okay, they use Candace. That was quite a lot of Pokemon, water Pokemon to get out of one trainer. All they need really is just the rare candy for Baxcalibur, and that's it. Okay, and have 2 energies on that Vulpix Vstar. Okay, we get Flaffy. Let's get another Raikou here. Let's see if we can generator it up in 1. Let's get Bravery Charm. Okay, we get 1 energy. Let's retreat. Draw another card with Raikou. We get Super Rod. Not much. Okay, the first knockout. Hopefully we don't have to deal with that Vstar Vulpix too soon. Oh look, there it is now. And they're probably gonna go for Snow Mirage here. Okay, the Iono, that's quite alright. They're not the greatest. And hey, yeah, they go for Snow Mirage. Okay, let's put an energy onto Raikou. Another one. And so let's rope out. Draw another card. Can we get Hawlucha? Okay, we get Ultra Ball. Okay, back into the Vulpix Vstar. Play Arita. And do Snow Mirage again. Okay, let's draw a card. Let's Ultra Ball away the Miraidon and the Mew. Get another Flaffy. Put energy on Zapdos. And let's Iono them. They got 8 cards in their hand. That's quite a lot. Okay. Won't be able to knock it out, but it's still a good chunk of damage. It's really interesting how clutch that path to peak came in. You basically shut down your own abilities, making Snow Mirage null and void, and like just doesn't work anymore. Because now Raikou and all the other Pokemon count as they don't have any abilities. Looks like they're probably gonna Greninja me here with Radiant Greninja, Bax Caliber up 3 energies. They got 3 energies in their discard that they can retrieve if they do so. Okay, they Snow Mirage for knocked out. Let's put that energy onto Zapdos. Okay, and let's just knock out Vulpix here. Did 2 prizes. Okay, get research and energy. That's pretty good because okay, they're Rita. I'm assuming they're gonna get that superior energy retrieval. Okay, that was just a regular energy retrieval, but still pretty. No, they got the superior one also, so then they can get 6 cards. They're gonna get every card back from their discard. And they're benching Chien-Pao, so of course this deck was running Chien-Pao as a backup attacker in case Vulpix Vstar didn't work out. And they go out of Greninja. And they go into Bax Caliber. Okay, they do regular energy retrieval. Okay. I'm not sure why they want to knock out with probably to just well, we can actually go for Raichu here. We can actually win this game here. Putting Raichu, put energies on it with Flaffy. Then retreat. And then boss them for Chien-Pao. Yeah, and just, that looks like that's gonna be a game. Yeah, we'll just use all the energies. Yep, those were the matches. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.